Hello KCET 2026 champions, your KCET exams are over, your results are out. Now you are waiting for the counseling results to be out. Obviously mock round counseling already closed, but remember that your counseling portal will open again, and if you have made any mistakes in decision making, for example which course or which branch you have chosen, and which seat you have got, so based on that you can still make some changes, and again it will open. Once that opens again, you will be getting a chance to edit this, and you can fix if you have made any mistakes. So basically it is not about your counseling choices, basically it is about the branch choices, which branches that branch you have chosen and which branch you should have chosen if you have a better opportunity. So obviously the main core question everyone asked, that computer science, AIML or AIDS or normal data science, which one is better, which branch is better, which branch I should choose, are the placement same or they are completely different. So basically I am going to explain everything in detail about these three courses of computer science. Okay, now some colleges do offer AIML separately along with computer science and AIML, as well as normal AIML. There is for those two courses I particularly want to mention that they are 99% same courses. Okay, 1% difference, but that difference you will not realize it. Okay, so computer science AIML and normal AIML both are same courses. Okay, so but computer science core, AIML, data science, are these three courses same? That is the question that I am trying to answer in today's session. So let's start. So why are students confused? Okay, a lot of these programs names are almost the same. So as I mentioned, here you will say CSE, CSE AIML, computer science, data science, okay, AIML, artificial intelligence and data science. So these are all the name of the courses which is available to you when you are doing the choice option, okay, or choice entry. For different colleges, some colleges offer CSE, some colleges offer CSE AIML, some colleges offer only AIML, some colleges offer CSE AIML as well as AIML, okay, some colleges offer data science, some colleges offer AIDS or data science as well as AIDS, both are there. Okay, so basically I just want to say that these two courses and these two courses are 99% same. Okay, but yes, are these courses same? That is the question I am trying to answer. Will choosing the wrong branch reduce your placement opportunities? That is the question that you should ask yourself, and that is the question you should look answer for as well. Okay, because your future depends on this. So if you are doing any wrong step, any missteps, what might cost you a job? That's why you have to take the correct decision now, so that you should not regret 4 years later. Okay, so now let's see one fact. VTU officially lists computer science, AIML, CSE AIML, artificial intelligence, data science and CSE data science as separate undergraduate programs. So the VTU under which most of the KCET colleges are registered, KCET as well as community colleges are registered, basically offer all these courses. Okay, they are allowed, colleges are allowed to take up any one of these courses, right? Now let's look into the reality. Okay, the reality is computer science main focus building software and computer systems. So this is a computer system through which you are watching this video. The mobile phone that you are watching is basically a mini computer, you might say. So basically computer science job is to do those things. Okay, software and computer based systems. How do we build technology? Okay, that is the main thing for computer science. What about AIML? Now obviously in the age of era of AI, we are all using AI. Okay, main focus teaching machines to learn and make decision. Okay, so you are basically developing a machine, that machine can take the decision itself. Okay, so that is how the AI works, and you will learn mainly about AI and machine learning. Machine learning, now the name itself suggests that machines are learning. Okay, and now they will not become a robot and they will try to kill us, but yes, the main focus of AIML is where you are teaching a machine on how to do something particular. Okay, repeated jobs. some repeated works is being done. For example, coding. Okay, previously people used to sit, they used to write the codes, and then it will be done through the programming softwares, and then it will work. But now you give the purpose that I want this as my output, I give this as my input, write a code for particular platform, particular language. The AI will give you the entire code, you just need to copy it and paste it in the software, that's it, everything is done. Nowadays there are some APIs being created which can do the copy pasting job itself. So basically you only need to do what is your input requirement, what is your output requirement, and the machine will code everything on its own. So that is amazing, right? So basically how we make technology intelligent. Now back end of this AIML is actually based on computer science. Someone has to design the machine, someone has to build some inbuilt code so that machine can learn, right? So machine can learn, basically that's what is done in computer science, and now that is a separate branch consisting of AIML. So why AIML initially was not a separate branch, okay, it is part of computer science itself. So computer science engineers, they developed AI. Now because AI has grown so much in so many fields, it is not possible to keep it only in computer science engineering, because it is expanding, AIML is expanding, and that is why now it is decided that AIML should be a separate branch, it should not be considered within computer science, right? So many years, for so many years, computer science was OG, obviously it's still now OG. Computer science was the main course, and all other branches actually part of computer science itself, data science also, okay. You may have heard few years back there was a term called big data. Big data is basically data science, data analytics, okay. So what is data science? Using data to discover patterns and make predictions, okay. What can data tell us? So basically when you are, suppose one example I always give, you are logging into your Netflix account or your YouTube account, suppose, and they are recommending you some reels, maybe in Insta account as well. You have logged in, you are getting the reels exactly, you have watched some reels in the past, and based on that the algorithm is predicting that what reels that you might like. So based on that they are keep on giving you some reels. Yes, it might be from your subscription, it may not be from your subscription, but still you will still keep getting on the similar reels or the reels that you will like, right? So the algorithm itself predict your behavior, and that is being done through data science, data research. It is not only you, they have there are maybe thousands of people like you who actually watching, if you watch this reel, what reel the next person has watched. So based on that they are creating a pattern, and based on that they are profiling different peoples, and then they are recommending, right? So the recommendation is based on, not based on you only, you are part of a larger group, so they are recommending you that thing, okay. So that's how data science works. It's very interesting, all of them are actually very interesting. What is common in all three? So first of all, computer science, AIML and AIDS, they all have a shared code, okay. The core portion is shared, okay. So that is the central part is shared. I hope this is visible over here. Let me do one thing. So this is the shared code. The core part is shared between all three courses. That is very important. Next, the shared foundation. Let us understand. Programming is there for all three. Data structure you have to learn for all three. You cannot skip that. Algorithms on which a program works, you have to learn in all three. Databases, handling databases. Now you might feel that database is part of only data science. Why it is being taught in computer science? Database is the basic of computer science. So you need to learn how to handle database, whether you are studying computer science, whether you are studying AIML or you are studying data science. So this is common. Mathematics is the backbone of everything, right? So everything works on the principle of mathematics. So mathematics is there. So if you are someone who is afraid of mathematics, be warned, okay. Software basics obviously will be there for all three. In intro of machine learning and computer fundamentals, this is also there. So that as I mentioned, machine learning was part of computer science itself. Now it is considered a separate branch. So you also have to learn foundations of machine learning, whether you study artificial intelligence, whether you study computer science, whether you study data science. So all three subjects will have basics of machine learning common. Okay. The branches are not completely separate. AIML and data science programs keep the core computer science subjects and add specialized courses on the top. So basically the main focus, the main core is basically same. The outer layer is different. Basically you might say that so if you see onion, okay, the core part is same, the outer layers are different, some have rotten, some have fresh. So based on that you purchase the onion. Okay, inside every onion is same, right? But outer layers are different. Same thing is here as well. Okay, now let's move on. So we will discuss main about first we will start about computer science. Okay, so in computer science what you study? Programming language, data structure, operating systems, computer networks, database management, software engineering, web app development, cloud computing plus AIML elective. Okay, so this is elective. You can still choose AIML if you study computer science in future. Okay, now let us understand that CSE gives you the foundation first and specialization later. So foundation is built first, specialization you can choose later at the 5th or 6th semester. Okay, enjoy coding and problem solving. So who will choose this? Okay, so enjoy coding and problem solving. If you like the problem, some problem came, suddenly you have to solve, build a program based on that, which is basically problem solving. For example, during pandemic, before pandemic it was not so popular, online teaching was not so popular. Okay, during pandemic suddenly nobody was able to exit home, everyone is staying at home. So there is a problem for the computer engineers that to build a sustainable program through which online teaching is possible. One of them was YouTube obviously, but many people wanted their own systems. Okay, so all the tech companies, they started building their own programs, softwares through which teaching can be done. Okay, online teaching is possible. Obviously in YouTube there are a lot of restrictions, you cannot do certain things, but yes, now YouTube also evolved since then. YouTube also had a lot less feature before pandemic. After pandemic they also have added a lot of features, okay, suitable for online teaching, right? So those things were added not overnight, but because of there was a need, there was a solution. So problem solving means not doing 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Okay, not mathematical problems. Problem means real life problem. When some problem arise, okay, there has to be some solution to that, right? So based on that, obviously Zoom was developed. Zoom was also a very small scale business. We all know Zoom, right? Zoom was also a very small scale business, but Zoom developed a lot since pandemic because everyone is using Zoom. Okay, they also added a lot of features into it. Now you can take classes using Zoom app as well. So that's how all ecosystem, I will say, ecosystem developed, right? So whenever there is a need, there has to be a solution to it. It can be anything. Some top companies, they used to have every data written in hand, right? Previously, long back, some 10 years back, everything was done in paper, pen and paper, right? Even your college register, everything is done in pen and paper. But nowadays, teachers go into the class. If you are studying in some good school or colleges, they come with the tablet. They take your attendance. In modern schools, the badge itself gives you the attendance. Okay, so attendance is done by the teacher using a small clicker machine, right? They don't take the attendance in the register anymore, right? So the systems are evolving every day. So that's what this is, and this is not done by the teacher, right? The systems, the machines, the computer system, whatever it is done by some programmers, some coders who is sitting far away from the school or college, right? So basically, they are solving the problems created by the teachers, or teachers feel that I need this kind of solution. This is my problem. I need a solution. The programmer sitting somewhere else, they pick up the problem, they solved it. Okay, so that's how the system progressed. So that's how we have progressed since since we become intelligent, right? Previously we have also solved problems, right? Not in computer science, but in our real life also, right? We needed to travel from one place to another. Wheel was discovered. The boats were discovered to travel over the water, right? It was not something, I will not say discovered, it is invented. Okay, So invention is something which is with us since the beginning of our evolution, right? So and computer science is also something like that, where you are evolving with the demand, which is very important. Okay, want maximum career flexibility, so you can choose whatever branch, whatever course you want to choose, whatever you want to do. Basically it will give you a lot of flexibility. I want to go into AIML, I want to go into AIDS, I want to choose something else, cyber security, whatever I am specialization I want, that will give you the flexibility if you choose core computer science. Okay, may explore AI, cyber security, cloud or DevOps later. Okay, so your option of specialization is still open. Okay, you can choose. Suppose by the time you are completing your computer science, by that time suppose AI is no longer that much required, because obviously AI is evolving, right? By the time in 4 years you do not say what will happen. Okay, maybe the AI will replace me, maybe in future. Okay, you will see some digital teacher is teaching in the class, right? That is possible, maybe quite possible. Some countries are trying with news anchor, some digital AI news anchor. Okay, so maybe that might happen. So what if that happens? So AI is no longer required, AI engineers are no longer required, but you have a AI degree, so you are not able to find a job. But if you study computer science is always the OG. There will still be demand for computer science engineers, no matter whatever is. You can choose the specialization based on the demand later on. That is the flexibility. Now what is with AI? Obviously it will not go extinct in 4 years, but yes, I'm just stating an hypothetical situation. So what you will study in computer science, additional to the core concept that we have seen, you will study artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, neural networks. Okay, neural network, if you are someone who follow chess, okay, chess engines, you may have seen that how chess is being played by a computer. Basically that works on neural networks. Okay, the neural network means same way our brain thinks, computers also started thinking the same way. Not everything at once, but certain features. For example, chess moves, how we think our next chess move will be. So the same neural network, the brain network, it is called neural network, even though there are less similarity with the brain rather than calculation. Obviously the computer can calculate a lot of things fast. Okay, so the neural network is basically a design. Okay, so neural network also is part of this curriculum. Computer vision, natural language and processing, generative AI, intelligent system, applied AI projects. So everything you will study if you take AIML. Okay, like mathematics and logical thinking, if you are someone who like mathematics and logical thinking, are interested in automation and intelligent system, if you want to automate things, right? Want to build chatbots, recommendations or predictors. Okay, weather predictions, for example, are comfortable learning continuously. You have to continuously evolve, as obviously machines are evolving. You also have to evolve. You have to also find some new ways of exploration. Then this branch suits you. Okay, AIML combines core computing with ML, deep learning, NLP and computer vision. Everything if you study you will learn, so don't worry about it. You can do a little bit more research if you really want, but this will be basically a well thought picture that will give you an idea. Now what about data science? So here statistics and probability. Okay, if you hate this, then data science is not for you. Okay, very important. If you hate statistics and probability, same statistics and probability that you have studied in mathematics. Okay, but yes, in a larger scale. Data analytics, data visualization, machine learning. Data visualization means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How can you visualize that? That is important, right? Machine learning is also part of data science. That's why AIDS or artificial intelligence is also part of data science partly. Machine learning is also part of data science partly. Okay, big data, how to handle a lot of data together. Big data is basically collected across different platforms. For example, thousands of people are purchasing from Amazon and Flipkart. Whenever you are opening a Flipkart account, whenever you make your first purchase, Flipkart is giving you other alternative options or recommending you something that you might be interested in. So how they do it? Because they have collected thousands of data across different customers and they have analyzed it. So that analyzing the data is called big data. Okay, data mining, predictive analytics, data engineering, That's what you will do. So basically you will play with data. Okay, enjoy working with numbers and patterns. Okay, like statistics and interpretation of the statistics. So so suppose I give you a graph. And I tell you that so what is this? Now tell me explain this to me. So someone say, okay, this is just a line graph. Okay, someone will say, no, there is some meaning in it. So if you are someone who would like to explain or expand the meaning of this graph, what this graph actually means, then you should choose. If you are someone who is ready to play with data, then you should choose data science. Data science is one of the most difficult among the computer science. Okay, inside the computer science, data science is the most difficult branch. Okay, remember that. Okay, want to read customer, financial and business data, as I mentioned, you have to be expert in all fields. Okay, it is not only computer science, you have to be expert on read customer data, you have to read financial data, you have to read business data, everything is there. And interest in analytics and prediction. So by observing something, if you are able to predict something more, then you should choose data science. Okay, data science extracts meaningful insights using statistics, coding and machine learning. Okay, machine learning is also involved here. Okay, now direct comparison factor and different branches, what is there. Okay, for example, coding requirement. Okay, for computer science obviously it is high, for AIML also it is high, but if you see data science, it is medium to high. Okay, mathematics medium to high if you study computer science. AIML it is high. For data science I should say it is very high. Okay, statistics medium to high, but data science it is very high, right? Now let's see software development. Strongest focus, strong but not strongest focus, moderate strong. Okay, now next is AI specialization, optional, strongest focus, moderate strong. Okay, next data analytics or data analysis, moderate, strong, strongest focus. Okay, so for AIML, data analysis is also strong, not moderate. Career flexibility, highest. Okay, high. Okay, next, best for undecided students. If you have not decided, you should choose computer science. Okay, you can decide whether to specialize on AIML or data science later on. If you are not decided, you should not choose AIML or data science. Okay, most of you just go by the name of AIML, but do some research about AIML first before choosing the branch, right? Now let's see. The branch name isn't the job guarantee. So if you have a degree on AIML or computer science, it will not give you a job guarantee. You have to understand it. At first, from all three branches often compete for the same roles. So no matter if you have studied computer science or you have AIDS or AIML, so these jobs are common: software developer, associate engineer, programmer analyst, okay, business analyst, data analyst, QA engineer, technical support. These all jobs are common across all branches. Specialized roles: ML engineer, AI engineer, data scientist usually need strong maths, real projects, internship and sometimes higher studies. Okay, so if you want to get a job in these fields, then you need specialization on the specific branch. Okay, these jobs, the most common: software engineer, software developer, anyone can compete, anyone can get a job. Okay, so that means you have to consider that as well. Okay, companies hire skills, not just impressive branch names. So no matter you have studied AIML from one of the top colleges, but you do not have any skill, you just memorized everything and written everything in the test, you have practical skills are almost practically zero. You have copied from somewhere, you have watched someone else, some videos somewhere you have watched it, but you actually lack practical skills, then companies will not hire you. You have to be developing your skills. So your main focus should be developing your skills. College versus branch, what comes first? Okay, same placement access for CSE, AIML and DS. Okay, experienced faculty for the specialization. So you have to ask that, is this the case? Okay, so whenever you are choosing a college or branch, suppose you are getting a college where you are getting AIML and you are getting a college where you are getting CSE, which one you should choose? Better college for AIML or slightly lesser college for CSE? So what questions you should ask? Same placement? Is the placement same? Experienced faculty or not? Proper AI data science lab is there or not? Okay, if they are using the same lab for computer science and AIDS, that means they do not have a dedicated lab for AIDS. So basically that gives you an idea. Okay, is the branch newly introduced? Newly introduced branches generally have same faculties from computer science, which is good one sense, which is bad also in one sense. The exclusive access to data labs, etc., will not be there. Previous placement data available or not, that is very important. Freedom to pick elective or minors, if you are able to choose what you are going to choose in future at the end of third year, right? Is the curriculum updated? So if the curriculum is latest or they are teaching some 10 years back syllabus again and again, that also you need to check. Okay, good college AIML versus weak college CSE, that's the question. Okay, a stronger college often wins on peer group, seniors, okay, placements and internships. If you are studying in a good college, internship and placements opportunities will be better. Coding culture will be there, alumni network will be there. So don't just choose by branch name alone. Okay, so even if you think that okay, maybe I will go for CSE in a weaker branch, weaker college, but if you are getting AIML in a good college, you should choose the good college. That is one very important thing. Okay, if you are getting two branches of CSE, right? So for example, suppose you are getting college rank say 7 with AIML, college rank 10th with CSE, you should choose 7th rank college because you are getting a better college. That is one very important lesson for all of you. Okay, which branch should you choose? Now if you are getting the same branch, same college or almost similar colleges, all the branches are available, then what branch you should choose? Okay, so for that you have to remember that for CSE you are not sure about your specialization, you want the widest career options. Okay, you are drawn to the software development, right? Who should choose AIML? Genuinely enjoying maths and coding, you want to build intelligent systems, you are ready for continuous learning. Okay, who should choose data science? You enjoy statistics and pattern analysis, you are interested in analytics and prediction, you like mixing tech with business problems as well. So business minded student should check data science, right? This is the end of the session today. I hope I was able to answer most of your questions, and after this session you should be able to choose which branch or which college. Okay, so computer science branches, as I mentioned, if you are getting college in the same branch, okay, you should choose higher college than a branch. Okay, that is very important point for all three branches, for particularly these three branches only. Okay, so CSE the safest, broadest option. AIML the students drawn to intelligent technology. Data science for data statistics and prediction. Okay, don't pick a branch name sounds futuristic. Very important. Choose after checking the college curriculum and placements by your genuine interest. So that is one important. Obviously, future belongs to the students who build the right skills. So skills development are important no matter which branch you are choosing. So skill development is important, as well as you have to choose the right branch and the right college. The mix of these two has to be perfect. Then only your future will be secure, as well as your hard work, right? So I hope this helps. This video helped you, and if this helped you, don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, right? I'll be back with more such videos in future. Till then, bye.